Good morning. So it's I'm at mile 799.8. So did not make it to 800 yesterday. Hopefully, definitely will today though. So I stopped a little earlier than planned. Instead of the 9-mile campsite, I stopped at the 6-mile one right here by the suspension bridge, the bear box. So I decided I was going to stay here, and then when Sunspot came, she had been planning on staying here too, since Wawa was going to take an extra night back at the previous campsite to hopefully acclimate to the elevation and hopefully feel a bit better. So now it's about almost 8 a.m. Everyone else is still in their tent, so we're just hanging out, had some breakfast. Want to get an update on Wawa and then plan where we're going to try to meet today. It's a couple of big passes after this, but pretty sure we're only going to do the one. So mile-wise, pretty short. It's about maybe 12 miles or so if we just do the one pass, but it's quite a climb. You have to go over this guy here. Yeah, between here and the tent site I was looking at in 12 miles, that's like about 4,000 foot ascent. So yeah, it's going to be a big day, big climb. Trying to put on as many calories as possible. In town I got some ghee, clarified butter, bagels, so got a bunch of that this morning. Bagel just slathered with ghee. Added some everything but the bagel spice to give it a bit of flavor. And yeah, that, peanut butter. Had a couple of breakfast beers yesterday. Lightened my pack, so those are gone. But yeah, it's going to be quite a day. Kind of chilly. Kind of looking forward to getting moving so I can warm up a bit. But like I said, everyone's still in their tent. So, yep, I will check back when we finally roll out. Okay, this bridge is like a bouncing castle. I should put my phone away.
Otter just hiked on out.
I know. He's like an Irish goodbye hiker.
On the trail again, just past mile 800. And we are about to head up over Punctuated Pass. So, yep, it's all uphill from here. Good hooks, this is a water slide. But it's a water slide of doom. Sounds like a Goosebumps novel. So, starting the day with quite a climb, heading towards Punctuated Pass or Punctuated Pass, something like that. So, yeah, quite the workout. I been having like lingering bits of that chest cold, so definitely feel it affecting my lung capacity. But that's the elevation, but got a little more used to that. So yeah, I think I'm like maybe 4 miles away from the top of the pass, so yep, just gotta keep climbing. So, guessing the pass is somewhere over here.
Dundas is the one that might hit you.
Yeah, it was fine. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
There were a couple other people up there. So he was doing like 25 from the beginning, so he's pretty far ahead of us now. But he's like, you guys have more snow on the trail than like anyone that I know.
No, we've
like,
Okay, made it down the pass. Stopped by a nice lake, had some dinner. Ran up with the rest of the group. We're shooting for a tent site a couple of miles away. We wanted to eat dinner before, so we're not, cooking and eating around the campsite because of bears and stuff. So there's a big group though, so I left a little bit early so I could, hopefully try and snag a tent site. Yeah, that's the goal. And tomorrow, another pass. Okay, so it's only a couple of miles to the tent site, but I have to descend something like 2,000 feet, so I'm guessing somewhere down in this valley. Good morning. Mile 811. Just left camp, fucking mosquito hell. Gotta cross this river. Trying to do a 22-mile day today. Snow amount has been pretty low this year, so the river's not too bad, but gotta respect these things. A couple of years ago, a hiker died trying to get across this. Okay. Just made it across. 7:15 in the morning. Pretty much left before everyone else, after everyone else in the group. Shooting to make it a 22-mile day, so they left a bit early, giving themselves more time. I was going to shoot for 8, but I was up, so decided to go. Wanted to hurry up and get out of there before mosquitoes came out in full force. So yeah, goal today is to get over, I think it's called Mather Pass, about 6 miles up, pretty much uphill from here, and then down the other side and halfway up the next pass to set up camp. So yep, about 22 miles, about half of it downhill, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long. After dinner yesterday at the lake, I pretty much just rushed here, and the mosquitoes were really bad, so I just set my tent, got in around 7. So yeah, got some bug spray, but it's like not the deep kind. It's like lemon eucalyptus. It does sort of help keep them from landing, but they still swarm, so pretty annoying. But yeah, good practice for Oregon and Washington. Okay, a couple miles to go. Pass is pretty much in front of me, somewhere over there. Looks a little daunting. Okay, just came down over Mather Pass. I didn't record much because it's really technical. There's a lot of rocks and stuff. And kind of paranoid of rock slides. I mean, just looking around at all this, and these are all just rocks being held by sometimes just like, just friction and pressure and 1 or 2 keystones. So I've heard like 3 or 4 rock slides since I've been out here. So anyway, it's about 9:45-ish, so kind of low on water, but it's also kind of chilly, so haven't needed much, but I'm feeling a bit dehydrated. Plus I haven't really eaten today. Like I didn't have breakfast or anything before I headed out because of the mosquitoes. I just wanted to get going. So there's a lake coming up called Palisade Lake, about 2 miles. I'm thinking I'll stop there, have lunch, and yeah, going from there. From here, the tent site we agreed on is like 15 miles or so. So yeah, got most of the day to do that. I think I can stop for an hour. And yeah, it's like having lunch by lakes. It's pretty nice. Okay, getting closer to the lake. I think I'm heading to that far side there on the north, or whatever direction that is. Wow, pretty beautiful, huh? So I've been here about an hour. I think I'm going to take maybe an extra hour. I mean, a few mosquitoes, but not too bad. I actually went into the water a little bit. Freezing, but very refreshing. I just changed into a skirt and went up to my knees. So, lakes were pretty dirty. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna hang out here. It's like noon exactly now. I'm going to have I mean, I've just kind of been relaxing here, so I haven't even really eaten anything. I've just been drinking water, which, yeah, I was dehydrated, so need more of that. But yeah, I guess I'll make some ramen and have a nice big lunch, and then I think it's like 12 miles to go or so to the next place, probably more. Yeah, it's got my little beach spot that I've exploded all over, and I'm just gonna chill and relax and look at the mountains and the water and eat some ramen. Okay, it's about 1:15, back on the trail. Looks like I'll be heading down into that valley there. So, mostly downhill, but the plan was to set up camp up towards the pass. So I think it's the Mir Pass, and there's supposed to be a campsite partway up it. So, plan is to meet there, camp that way. Morning, you don't have too much of a climb, and then we can just come down the other side. But from what I was hearing was it looks like there's going to be some pretty much just 20-mile plus days for the next week or so, just to because I think some people have to meet other people, so on a bit of a timetable. But yeah, we're kind of just playing it by ear. So we're going day by day. It's kind of hard to plan that far in advance. So yep, a little under 12 miles to go. Okay, still making my way down. Holy crap, it's a long way. Oh man, that looks really refreshing right now. Even though, you know, it would be deadly. So, just came from up there, and entering this giant forest. So through hiking, you kind of go through these bubbles where you see the same people over and over again. And you know, sometimes take a few days off the trail and come back and you're kind of in a new bubble, but a lot of times there's some overlap. So yeah, for the past few days after leaving Bishop, seeing the same people pretty much over and over again. But now today, since we're putting on a big mile, well, you know, relatively big mile, and I'm like usually always ahead, currently past everyone in my bubble. So that means, as far as I think, anyone ahead of me is someone I don't know. I've been going for the past couple of hours now, and I haven't seen anyone new. Just past the last people from my bubble few miles back, so yep, undiscovered social territory. Okay, now this looks like a proper meadow. Wow. Very tranquil. Probably full of like ticks and stuff though. I cannot be the only one that thinks this kind of looks like Batman. Can you see it? Sort of. Kind of freaked me out for a second when I looked back. There's also another waterfall up there, and I'm just still in this valley. These giant, sheer mountains. Still got like another few miles to go, I think. Lunch helped. A little bit more energy. It's really thirsty. Like, drinking a lot of water. I think also because it's the heat. It's been fairly warm today. Like, weather here is kind of weird. Like, the temperature anyway. Like in the sun, when there's no wind, and it can get like hot. And then as soon as like it goes behind a cloud or a mountain, and then the wind blows in, it gets cold. Like chilly enough to want to put on a coat. So yeah, it's a bit fickle or mercurial out here. Do wish it was a little bit cooler though. We're not dealing with pretty much any snow at all, so okay, it's before 6. Got to the tent site. Okay, tired, thirsty. I'm going to pretty much call it a day for now. Good morning. A couple miles along the way to the pass, the Muir Trail Pass, or Muir Pass, whatever. On my way out, right around 7:30, Wawa came. Her and the others camped a couple miles back. They just told me the plan is to get over the pass and meet up for lunch to discuss the miles for the day. So, and there's also some logistical issues we have to work out. So, yep, that's the plan right now. So I have a few thousand feet to go. It amazes me able to just stop at like a little river like this, or creek or stream or whatever, and just have fresh spring water. It's really nice. Okay, wow. Just got to this lake. I think it's Helen Lake. Still a couple of miles to go to get over the pass. Wow, it's just like really blue. Kind of inviting, but I think I'd rather climb the mountain first before I take a dip in a lake. Okay, so still have to kind of get over this. But yeah, it's just really cool here. All this fresh, clean water. I think at some point today, I think I will take another dip in the lake. What is that, a coyote? Doesn't seem to be eyeing me. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, not heading my way at least. Or, sort of. Oh, shit. It's pretty treacherous, pup. What's the protocol? Shit, I don't know what to do for coyotes. I'm scared away. Stay still. Doesn't seem to be eyeing me too much, so. Okay. Okay, so. I guess I was wrong before about the lake being Helen Lake. I guess this is Helen Lake. Since this is Helen Lake Outlet, so all those waterfalls and stuff and we saw coming up, that all drains from here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the top of the pass is still about 1 mile that way, but apparently this is supposed to be the meeting spot. I think I'll have to discuss with them that I'd really like to get the pass done first before stopping and killing all my momentum. But yeah, what are you gonna do? You gotta make compromises when you travel with the group. I think you know, we all are in different ways. So, but I will bring it up. So yeah, I guess I'll just find a nice sitting rock, maybe this one, and have some lunch. Waited a few hours. The rest of the group came in and had some discussions. I think so. There's a few issues, like I said, that I had. So I brought it up, and I think we all came to a nice compromise where, at the beginning of the day, we kind of come up with a conservative, reasonable amount of mileage to get to, and then, you know, if I get there first, I'll wait for them, and then when they get there, if they want to do more miles, then we'll push forward some more, or we'll just camp there. So hopefully we, you know, because, you know, they feel bad too if, like, when they say a place to be and they don't get there. So I think it's reasonable. You know, it's everyone's bodies are different. We all hike at our own speed, so I think this will work out good. So yeah, made it to the top of Muir Pass. That is the Muir Shelter. Pretty interesting little landmark. And yeah, you get that. Have a little ways to go to see the full side, but that's the one side and that's the other. We pegged the tent site. It's about 10.6 miles from back there, so up here it's about an even 9.1 or so. So, and it's all downhill. So I'll be able to get there, you know, 2.5 hours. So just gonna hang out and relax for a little bit. Okay, about a few miles from the pass now. This is the Evolution Lake Inlet. So that must be Evolution Lake. And actually, it does look really inviting right now. It's pretty warm. So yeah, I think we'll stop for a snack, maybe take a bit of a dip. Okay, most of the group went ahead of me. I stayed back at the lake to have an early dinner. Wow. It's just, it's weird. Just, you know, it's kind of like a desolate rock wasteland a little while ago, and descend a couple of thousand feet and start turning all lush again.